Hello and welcome back, audience. My name is MassiveBrad and welcome back to my FIFA 19 Ajax Road to Glory. Now, before we get into today's episode, I just want to say a huge big thank you for love and support on the channel. And as always, guys, at the start of these episodes, we're quickly going to recap on the previous. And in the previous episode, we had two massive games, and the first one being against Liverpool in the Champions League. And of course, it was our first leg in our first game of the knockout stages. We started off absolutely unbelievable, and I honestly thought we were going to win that game, but unfortunately in the 92nd minute, ball in from Mohamed Salah. At this point we're at 2-2, it's level terms. We did go into the lead, I do believe, twice. I think it went 1-0, it went 1-1, it then went 2-1 to us, back to 2-2, and then in the 92nd minute, Mo Salah, nice little whipped ball in. Sadio Mane gets ahead of Mukele, heads it past our keeper Onana, and it ends 3-2. Now, the good thing about that game is we were at Anfield, so technically, because of the away goals, it's technically ended 3-3. But it's important that when Liverpool come to the Johan Cruyff Arena, we do not allow them to score a goal, because then they will have an away goal, and if they do score early on, we will then need 2 goals to get us back in it. And that's the same situation in real life with Liverpool against the recent team and the vlog that you guys have hopefully seen against Bayern Munich. It was 0-0 at Anfield, so when we travel to Bayern Munich, if we score that 1 goal, they will have to come out and score 2 because of the away goal rule. And then the second game in the previous episode was in the Eredivisie against NEC Breda, and we absolutely dominated again. Unfortunately, didn't keep a clean sheet, but we did beat them 2-1, and we are still continuing our no losses and no draws in the Eredivisie. So if we have a little look, we've played 21. All 21 games have been won, and this is why I'm worried about today's episode. I understand that in the Champions League we've lost games, we've drawn games, but in the Eredivisie we are yet to be beat or even draw. But the reason I have a big concern is yesterday a brand new update come out for FIFA. A few little things have changed with the gameplay. The most important thing is, you guys know, when you set up the team, let's say I move Dolberg to Ziyech's position, I save it and come out, they would switch back constantly. The formation, if you change something when you save it and come out, it's swapped. The striker would always move to left back or right back or something like that. They have now fixed it, but a few changes have happened to the gameplay. Now, last night I recorded the Liverpool career mode. I do believe it was episode 53, and I have just lost for the first time in Season 2 against Spurs. I lost 2-0. I do believe I had 14 wins, 3 draws, so I'd played 17, and for the 18th game, I played Spurs at home, and I lost my first game and was absolutely gutted. And I don't know if that's got anything to do with maybe on the day I just wasn't playing well, or maybe it's something to do with this new patch and some of the changes made to the gameplay. But I'm hoping in today's episode we can turn that round and bag the 6 points up for grabs in the Eredivisie. So you can see up next we have Adu Den Haag in the Eredivisie, and then we are facing off, I do believe, let me just go and check, I do believe it's Heracles. Now, if it is, in which it is Heracles, the last time we played Adu Den Haag, we beat them 6-1. They are supposedly one of the best defensive teams in the Eredivisie, but we didn't have a problem putting 6 past them. And then Heracles, we played them for our second or third game at the start of this season and beat them 4-1. So I'm looking forward to playing both of these teams. And before you know it, guys, then we're into March. We've got some Champions League football. We've got the semi-finals of the Orange Berker. We've got 3 games in the Eredivisie. Then we go into April, and as you can see, April is a real bad month for us. There is plenty of football in there. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games just in the Eredivisie alone in April. And then we go into May. We have 1 game against FC Utrecht at the end of the season. And of course, in the Eredivisie, there is less teams, and I do believe we worked that out, that we only play 34 games. Is that correct? So 18, one of those teams is us. So the 17 teams, we play everyone twice, so that we will only play 34 games, whereas in the Premier League, you usually play 38. But let's get into this game against Adu Den Haag. This is the lineup we are putting out. We've got Kasper Dolberg up top in that striker position, Neres, Tadic and Ziyech in the central attacking midfield, De Jong and Loftus-Cheek in the central defensive midfield, and then at the back we've got Tagliafico, Daley Blind, Delita Mukele, with of course Onana between the sticks. Now, something that I quickly want to touch up on, guys, that I have been discussing in the Liverpool career mode, and that is I have done my final last resort. This was the last thing that my recording device company said I could do to try and fix the situation with the pops, the crackles, the way it cuts me in and out sometimes, the static that you guys hear. This was a last resort. Now, in the last 2 episodes of the Liverpool Career Mode that I have recorded and edited, I could not hear nothing. But it is your guys' job to get your ears open and listen to see if you can hear any crackles, pops, whether you think the audio goes a little bit messed up, whether you hear any static. It's your guys' job to make sure you listen to that. Also going to touch up on a quick topic, guys, as we start to get into this game. A lot of people are asking, Brad, you're talking about the Ajax Road to Glory or the Liverpool Career Mode being cancelled at the end of the season. How are you going to go about doing that? And it's as simple as this, guys. Once I finish the Ajax Road to Glory, after that very last game against FC Utrecht, I'm going to stop and I'm going to put a straw poll on a final episode. The same with the Liverpool Career Mode. After that last game, I'm going to do a straw poll. It's going to be the exact same straw poll. The link is going to be the same for both the Liverpool Career Mode and the Ajax Road to Glory. And it's going to say, which series do we cancel? The Ajax Road to Glory or the Liverpool Career Mode? Then if it, let's say it is the Ajax Road to Glory that gets cancelled, I will make a final video that'll be about 6 or 7 minutes long, talking to you guys about why it's being cancelled, what's coming in the future, and then I will advance all the way to the very last day, get into Season 2, and then cancel the series. That's the same for the Liverpool Career Mode. I will end it after that final game, and then I've got a few weeks that I can advance in, which obviously I'll make a video on that again, 4, 5, 6 minutes maybe long, where I'm advancing in time, talking to you guys about it, talking about the incredible season or 2 seasons that we've had at whichever club, and then I will look to cancel it when we get into the next season. But right now, we've got a little bit of time before that happens, guys. Let's get into this game against ADO Den Haag. We are at Moulton Road. We're away from home. I did just say that we lost against Spurs at home yesterday for the first time. Obviously, I haven't lost in the Ajax Road to Glory, and I hadn't lost in the Liverpool Career Mode. Yesterday, I did lose. Let's make sure that doesn't happen in today's episode. Well, gotta feel good about myself here. Gotta back myself. I am honestly, guys, gutted that I lost to Spurs yesterday. We were doing so well. 18 games in. But when you look at the Ajax Road to Glory, is this our 25th game? Are we 24 games in now? This is going to be our 25th, and we are yet to even draw. We drew a few in the Liverpool Career Mode. Now, I know that the Premier League is a completely different league to the Eredivisie. From what people have told me, the Eredivisie is a 3-horse race. Ajax, AZ, and I think they did say Feyenoord are the 3 that normally battle for that top position in the Eredivisie. But apart from that, there's not really another team that challenges every year. I do remember that ADO Den Haag are supposedly one of the best defensive teams in the league, and some of the bigger teams do struggle to score against them. But last time we did come out and face off against them, we did beat them 6-1. I would appreciate if we can get the same sort of score, but without that one goal in the back of our net. And it is going to be ADO Den Haag to kick us off in this first half. And let's get down to business. Neres through to Kasper Dolberg. He's going to look to dance, tries to play it around the corner, but he does unfortunately get intercepted. But Dolberg picks that up now, round to Ziyech. Ziyech waiting for the run now. I've Loftus-Cheek through a goal. Should be 1-0. I tried to follow it up there with Tadic, but Cooper's puts it out for an Ajax corner. Got to stay tighter to your man. Ball down. Daley Blind's going to have to come across. Ball into the middle. Let's get there. It's ball down. Let's get there. Onana. Zhang Jungen was through on goal there. I don't know what happened to our defenders. I had to pull Daley Blind across. Tagliafico was out of position. Tadic laying it off now to Neres. Through to Dolberg, waiting for Neres on the overlap. Beautiful ball through. Neres! It's in the back of the net. It's 1-0 after 24 minutes. And I'm glad that David Neres is back to his scoring ways. He was trying to keep up with Kasper Dolberg. I do believe he's maybe 3rd or 4th in the top goal scorers in the Eredivisie. And as long as he keeps scoring, I'm sure he will get to 2nd place behind Kasper Dolberg. I don't think anyone is going to catch Kasper Dolberg. He's having an absolutely tremendous first season under myself, MassiveBrad. But I'm just looking to see if he can push for that 30, and that is 12 goals for David Neres. Take a bow, son, and we are 1-0 up against ADO Den Haag. Neres waiting for the overlap now of Tagliafico. Tagliafico going into Dolberg. Dolberg laying it off nicely, looking for Loftus-Cheek out wide. Loftus-Cheek coming forwards. Loftus-Cheek makes it 2. Ruben Loftus-Cheek is becoming an absolute superstar under myself and for this team Ajax. Absolute superstar. He had a very quiet start to the season, wasn't doing too much, but over the last probably 10 games or so, he really has started to shine. He's scoring many goals, and is that maybe 6 or 7 goals now for Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Let's have a little look. How many goals for Ruben? 7 goals in the Eredivisie. Maybe a player we have to look at getting in Season 2 if we are to continue the Ajax road to glory. 2-0 just before half-time. Great result so far. Let's keep it up. Neres could have Tagliafico wanting to push on here now if he wants to slide that in behind. The left back here is so fast though. Let's keep this pressure on, and there we go. The referee does blow for half-time. We're 2-0 up, feeling a lot comfortable, especially after losing to Spurs 2-0 yesterday. Feeling a lot more comfortable against this team, and especially in the Eredivisie. I know it's nothing like the Premier League, but happy to be 2-0 up. Happy to continue as well in the second half, exactly the same team. Probably look at taking Loftus-Cheek, Tadic, maybe Dolberg for Simeone. Obviously, a lot of you guys want to see more of Simeone, so I might go Dolberg, Tadic and Loftus-Cheek for the subs a little bit later on. But right now, the team's looking okay for fitness. So let's get the second half kicked off with Dolberg and see what more damage we can do. It's just not happening right now. And that's a good ball through. That is a cracking ball through. Mukiele comes across. Mukele's now out of position. Mukele to get there. He does. Onana tries to follow up, and it has gone out for a corner. But I tell you what, Mukele recovered there. 61 minutes. We're definitely being the better team right now, but I'm worried that they are going to look to get us on the counter. They are coming forwards now. Let's go, Delet. He pulls it back. Ball in. Oh, Zhang Jungen again. We're getting lucky there, lads. When they get us on the counter, they're easily getting right now between Delet and Daley Blind. You've got to sort yourselves out, lads. We have stopped him running forward though, and he's done us there. Mukiele, you've got to win that header, good lad. And it is Ziyech now over the top for Phil Foden, who's going to look at pushing on now. Let's go Dolberg. Let's go Dolberg. Oh, I've gone the wrong way. Should have went straight through to Dolberg. Let's play it through now. Go on Dolberg. He's going to get caught again. Dolberg, edge of the box. Finesse. Looks to hit one. It's wide a goal. Yeah, Dolberg is... I'm not really sure what's going on with him, but he's not having a very good game. Zhang Jungen going off for Adu Den Haag. He's had a few attempts, but not sadly been able to put one away for them. Foden looking at darting into the box. Still going. Playing it through now to Ziyech. Ziyech hitting it from an awkward angle. Takes a deflection off the defender. And it's cleared away and out for an Ajax throw-in. With just 2 minutes to go, I'm pretty sure now this game has well and truly been put to bed. But I'd like it if we could try and score a goal in these late dying embers. It's eating. Dolberg. Through to Loftus-Cheek. Looks to roll his man. Loftus-Cheek's going to give the ball away there. Falls to Ziyech. Puts the ball in. Dolberg! There we go. Finally! Finally. Kasper Dolberg. He's been waiting 91 minutes for that goal. And finally, he gets a beautiful ball put in. Let's not take this away from Ziyech. There's a little bit of touchy football when we give the ball away. We manage to battle it back. You see here, the ball goes away. We manage to win it back. Ziyech drills a lovely ball into Dolberg on the volley. And Kasper Dolberg finally finds that goal. And it is his 21st in the Eredivisie. He needed a goal. He needed some sort of assist. I'm glad that we left him on, and he's finally found it. And after 4-0, this game is well and truly put to bed. And I'm sure it will only be moments till the referee blows for full time. And there we go. Don't even get to make another cut and cut somewhere else and shorten the video. I literally paused for 2 seconds and the referee blew for full time. We travel away to Adu Den Haag and we've beaten them 4-0. We beat them 6-1 the first time we played them. We beat them 4-0 this time round and managed to keep a clean sheet, which I am very happy about. The stats will definitely be in our favour. 4 shots for them, 2 on target. We had 10 shots, 4 on target. 57% of the ball. Absolutely unreal stats right there. A little bit disappointed with the shots on target. If we're having 10 shots, I normally look for half the shots and then add 1. So with 10 shots, I'd like at least 6 on target. We don't manage that. We weren't clinical enough, but our 4 shots on target all ended up in the back of the net, so I cannot complain. So let's get back to the central, get the lineup ready for this next game against Heracles, and hopefully do exactly the same as we've just done against Adu Den Haag and bag another 3 points in the Eredivisie. Right, and here we are, guys, back at the central, ready to face off against Heracles. Now, the hardest thing that I have found in this season, we're already nearly 3/4 of the way there. I just think the hardest thing being Ajax's manager is the size of the squad. Now, I know we sold a lot of players. I know we tried to bring some big names in, like Ruben Loftus-Cheek, like Giovanni Simeone. I understand these are big players and cost a lot of money, but the one thing that Ajax's team lack, for me, is depth. Because when you look at this team right now, guys, this is the lineup we are putting out against Heracles. Would you believe it if I told you the whole bench, apart from Bandy, is not fully fit, and all of our reserves, apart from Lamperoux, the other keeper, is not fully fit? This whole lineup I have to put out because it's the only fit team I can physically put out. And that is the one thing that I think I've struggled with in the Ajax Road to Glory. Because if we go over to the calendar, you can see that we've just played ADO Den Haag and beat them 4-0. We have 2-day rest, and then we're playing again on the Wednesday. Now, when we get through to the next month, lucky enough, we don't play till the Sunday. So we've got a few extra days. And some of our bigger players are starting to have a rest now. But then we're going to play PEC Zwolle. 3 days later, we then have the second leg against Liverpool. So it's very, very difficult to try and keep this team rotated. Whereas in the Liverpool career mode, I have such a big squad and I've done so well over the 2 seasons where I haven't had real bad injuries where people are out for the full season. We've had Henderson out for, I think he was on most of around, I think it was 10 weeks. I know that, who else was out? The Ox went out, he was out for 4 or 5 weeks. But realistically, if we were to get a bad injury with Dolberg or Simeone or someone like that, we would be in serious trouble. And that is the one thing that I've realised with the Ajax team. If I was to do this again, now although we're getting a scout now and we're looking for youngsters, I would definitely look into depth in the team more than bring in a big player. So like we got Foden in, who's a young player, but then we went and got Kano and Simeone. And Simeone cost us around 15 million. I should have spread that money and probably bolstered and built out the squad a little bit for reasons like this. But I'm enjoying Giovanni Simeone. I'm glad you guys recommended him to me because he's been a fabulous signing so far. But the lineup we are putting out against Heracles is Giovanni Simeone up top in that striker position, Bruyne, Foden and Labyad in the central attack and midfield roles, Eating and Van der Beek in the central defensive midfield, and then at the back we've got Voba, Shears, Kano and Mazraoui with of course Onana in goal. Now the only downfall of this team is not only we playing Bruyne, who's only 61 rated, we've got Labyad on the other side, who's not the fastest. We're going to have to play Van der Beek in the central midfield because both Loftus-Cheek and Frenkie de Jong are not fully fit. And then we've got Voba at left back. Now, if Heracles have got anything about them and would like to try and at least beat us, they should attack us down the right side, which of course is our left side. And that is where Voba is, because Voba is not the quickest. And if they get in behind them, they should have no problem scoring goals. But fingers crossed that we managed to deal with it. Shears can help out on that left side. Kano getting back in the team. So let's get into this game against Heracles and hopefully bag another 3 points. And then I do believe we will only be 10 or 11 games till the end of the season. And if we can continue our winning ways, I'm not going to say it, but you guys know what we could potentially do. Come on, lads. We just absolutely annihilated the previous team 4-0. We've got to make it happen here. We've beaten both teams. Den Haag we beat 6-1 and then we beat them 4-0 just moments ago. We've already beat Heracles 4-1. I'd like to beat them again by 4 goals, but hopefully this time we don't concede any. That's important to me. I like to win games. I always say a win is a win, but I like to do it with a clean sheet. But it is going to be Heracles to kick us off in this first half, and let's get it underway and see what damage we can do. Through to Foden. Foden back to Simeone, playing around the corner now, looking for Bruyne. Bruyne's going to be in behind. Is this going to be Bruyne's first goal for us? Takes it around the keeper. Oh! I tried to take it around the keeper, but he's just not that higher rating and not that quick enough right now. Maybe one day, Bruyne. Maybe one day. Close it up, Van der Beek. Simeone. Simeone round to Foden. Foden tries to roll his man. Foden! Oh, it should be 1-0. It should be 1-0. It's so difficult playing with players that are out of position and don't usually get in the starting 11. I normally have an idea of what I'm doing. And I have noticed as well, guys, since this latest update in the patch, I don't know if you guys feel it as well, when you shoot at the keeper, he seems to palm it away or juggle with the ball and it just goes flying in the air. Absolutely ridiculous. Foden back to Eating. Let's go through now to Giovanni Simeone. Simeone through onto that left foot, looks at Bender, one goes the outside of the boot instead, and he's put it wide. We've got to push on, we've got to stay focused here. Let's hope, let's hope, let's hope. Let's go now to Giovanni Simeone, over the top, going to take this down. First time! Oh, he's put it wide as well! Oh, that is my fault. I'm going to put my hands up there. He brought the ball down beautifully. I should have brought it down and finessed, but I thought it'd be a cracking highlight for you guys if I took that first time and took that one home. Let's stay on him. Ball. Win it. Oh, we've got to do better than that. Oh, we've got an injury here. Get up, son. Please get up. I think it could be Eating. And look at this. They're pulling it back. Eating is down. I literally said at the start of this game, we've been so lucky with injuries. I don't know who I'm bringing on for Eating. He couldn't even make it to half-time. He looks to be in a lot of pain. He seems to be holding his knee. Although, I say he's holding his knee, it could be a broken nose because EA seems to think holding the knee or holding the arm, it never seems to be that kind of injury. But Eating is going to have to make his way to the bench. You can see there, nobody's fit apart from Bandy. So I think what I'm going to do is, let's bring Bandy on. We'll switch Foden back to, I think he can play CM, can't he? Yeah, CM. Van der Beek can play CM. Bandy can then switch with Bruyne. We'll play Bruyne through the middle behind Simeone. In fact, let's put Labyad through the middle since he's not fast. We've got Bruyne out on that right side, Bandy on the left side. And then we're going to have to come out this second half and look for a goal in the early minutes because realistically, we are about to go in at half-time right now. And we are going in at 0-0, which is not good enough. Van der Beek kicks it up towards the keeper. I'm pretty sure as soon as he catches this and kicks out, there we go. He doesn't even get to kick the ball out. The referee is going to blow for half-time and it's 1-1. Sorry, it's 0-0. What am I thinking? It's 0-0. No goals. We're struggling. We are definitely struggling. We've had a few chances. Giovanni Simeone had 2 easy chances he should have been putting in the back of the net. He doesn't. And it means that we're going to have to get back into the second half at 0-0 level terms. And let's just hope we can find a goal in the next 10-15 minutes. But it is going to be Giovanni Simeone to kick us off in the second half. And let's see what damage we can do. Go on, run through now, Bruyne. Here's Bruyne going out wide now. And Bruyne has done wonders there to get round. Go on, Bruyne, have a hit, lad. Oh, it was close. Come on, Majrui, get a foot in, son. Let's go. Ball into the middle. That's a good ball. It's coming in back post. And Van der Water was there. Oh, this is a sickener. Onana, you may have to come out for this one, son. Ball in. Let's deal with it. No, it's flicked towards the back post. Van der Beek clears it away. Let's get there, Bandy. Head it back if you can. That's going to be our ball. Let's flick it through now. Here we go. Go on, push on now, son. Don't know why you're running that way, but let's slot it back to Labyad. Giovanni Simeone, I need you to come deep, son. Here's Labyad, cutting back. Labyad trying to play it into the box. I was silly then. Should have played an earlier ball. Let's win that. Nicely done. Let's get back towards their half. Let's go. Here's Labyad. Bandy. Going around the corner now with Bandy. You've got a chance here. Bandy. Slot it home. How is he not? Come on. Giovanni Simeone can't get a shot off. Van der Beek. Oh, I don't know what I've got to do here. I don't know what I've got to do. Voba. Labyad. Giovanni Simeone. Back to Labyad. Labyad takes it on the inside. Labyad. Oh! We are screaming for this goal right now. Screaming for it. Come on, nice ball in now. Come on, Simeone, get there. Somebody get there. Comes to Van der Beek. Nice little ball in again. It's cleared away. It's Simeone now. Waiting for Bandy on the overlap. Let's go, Bandy. Come on, son. Come on, Bandy. Keep going. Let's cut it back. Bandy. Go to Simeone. Simeone! He's put it wide again. What have I got to do? What have I got to do? Let's move Van der Beek up there for Labyad. Foden's got to come off for De Jong. What have we got to do here? Let's get Neres on. This is just mental. How have we not scored? This is ridiculous. 15 minutes to go. We are screaming for this one goal that we deserve. Absolutely screaming for it. Van der Beek round now to Labyad, who is injured. Labyad's going to pick that up. Let's go through again. Simeone. Through to Neres. Neres is going to get that ball and he's going to come away with it. Here comes Neres. Neres, please. Yes! Come on! Yes! Oh, we needed it so badly. And it's the substitute, David Neres, that makes the difference. I'm sorry if I've just deafened you guys. We needed that goal so badly. Oh, we got so lucky there that the defender kicks it and it comes off Neres. To go near post, well, I had no other options to pass that into the box. I would have went for a sweaty, but Neres goes near post. And it's between the keeper and the post. Oh, we nearly just broke our winning record there, but it's still not over. Van der Beek looking at pushing on, and Van der Beek could potentially get in behind it. Here's Simeone now, playing it through now to Bandy. Bandy through on goal. Come on, Bandy, make the difference. Slot it home. It's 2-0. How has it taken so long to score one goal, and then within 3 minutes, we've scored 2? And it's the 2 substitutes, David Neres and Bandy. I can relax now. I can relax now. Beautiful ball there from Simeone. Bandy in behind, slots it home, bottom left, nice little finesse shot. And I'm sure as the keeper kicks this out, the referee is going to look at his watch and surely blow for full time. Come on, ref, what's going on here? We're 3 minutes in, and there we go. As the ball is played back to the defender, the final whistle goes.
Can't get much better than this, really, Alan, to win and keep a clean sheet.
Yeah, I think that would be the pleasing aspect
Wow,
of it,
wow,
as
wow.
well as the 3
I
points,
am,
clean sheet,
I'm
due to the
ecstatic.
keeper.
I'm
Delighted with
over the
that.
moon. We fought so hard,
Final
Ben.
thoughts on
So
one of the better
hard.
performers today, Alan?
And
Yeah,
it just
top-class
goes to show that
performance.
my
Really good
managerial
goal, and his
genius
work ethic was
of
second
bringing
to
on
none.
a Bandy
No wonder his teammates are happy
and
with him.
David Neres panned out to be the right move, because both of them scored and helped us on to victory. I'm going to tell you now, guys, the stats are massively going to be in our favour. Look at that. 14 shots, 8 of them on target. That is perfect for me. Like I just said, I tend to half the shots, so half of 14 is 7, and plus 1, 8 shots is perfect, considering we had 14 shots, 8 of them being on target. We only managed to put 2 of them in the back of the net. Heracles, 5 shots, 1 on target. If they would have scored with that 1 on target and we'd have got those kind of stats and not scored, because even if you take our 2 goals away, we still had 12 shots, 6 on target if we were to take those 2 shots away. We just could not score. And who picks up man of the match? It is Bandy, Hassan Bandy over on that right side. I'm just glad we made the changes when we did. Now, hopefully we have to get back to the centre and hope, keep our fingers crossed, guys, the Eating's injury is not too much of a bad one. Right, guys, and here we are back at the Central after that very, very stressful game. Now, before I advance all the way to the Zwolle game, I'm going to go over to the office and see how long Eating is going to be out. So if we jump over to the office, we've got player injured at the bottom. Let's go down. Carol Eating has suffered a dislocated shoulder. So there you go, guys. Bear in mind, if you flash back or go back in the video, he was holding his knee, but he suffered a dislocated shoulder and will be out for around 8 weeks. Now, the good thing is the physiotherapist will do his best to get him back training. Normally 8 weeks means about 5 or 6. Normally drop 2 or 3 weeks off if it is quite a long period of time that he's out for. It's a shame Eating's going to be out because we need him. I was saying that the team is not big enough for us to rotate so many positions. We have Loftus-Cheek, we have Frankie de Jong, and we have Eating. They're our CDM role players. And then we've got a few central attacker midfielders and then pretty much 2 strikers up top. With Eating being out, that is a little bit of disappointment, but we can go ahead and delete that email. We've also had our first monthly scout. You guys know in January we went after Giovanni Simeone and he did join us in January. We signed him just before the transfer window opened and then he joined when that opened. But what we decided to do is use the rest of our money to set up a scout and try and get some youngsters so we can try and build the team a little bit. So we are going to look at this report before we end today's episode. So we have George Rose. I'm not going to go through everyone's name, but a potential of 60 to 84 he plays. Now, I never understand this, guys. When you look at the positions there, is he a central midfielder, a central attacker midfielder, and a striker? Or is he a central midfielder, a central defensive midfielder, and also a centre-back? I can never tell which way it is, but I'm going to leave him on so he can continue to get scouted. But I'm looking for a nice high potential, just like Max Bell. 75 to 94. He is looking a little bit tasty, so we'll leave him on there. Will Hughes, 64 to 88. I mean, he's looking even better than George Rose now. 58 to 80, we can get rid of that, so let's reject that. We've got Dominic Allen, 68 to 94. Yeah, that's not too bad. 75 to 94. 51 to 71, we'll reject that. And 75 to 94 in Mason Thomas. So we have some decent potential players here. The only problem is, I don't know, when you look at that little map there where it says positions, like Mason Thomas, does he play right mid, right back and centre back? I don't really know what positions he plays. It doesn't make it very clear, because to me that could be, you know, either way of the pitch. Does that mean he's a striker, a left winger and a left mid? Or does that mean he's a right mid, a right back and a centre back? It doesn't really make too much sense to me. Now, obviously, I think I did set it out to look for a defensive-minded player. So I could just go and have a little look at what we actually set Stockley up to do. So we can delete that and delete that. If we go to youth staff, can we see what we've set him up? So we can't. Oh, there you go. Type defensive minded. So I'm going to say that left side of the pitch that we were just looking at is, if we can, how do I go back now? Can I click into it? Yeah, view report. I was there. What am I doing, Brad? So when you look at it like that, the left side of the pitch is our side. So George Rose, for example, can play CDM, he can play centre-back, and he can also play centre-mid. Now, we were looking for a central defensive midfielder player. We've got someone there like Max Bell who could play at left back. Now we have Tagliafico, we have Voba, who's not actually a left back, so he could potentially play there. Dominic Allen, so he's 68 to 94. Then we've got a 60 to 84, so Dominic Allen looks to be the better player right now to play in that central defensive midfield role. We've got Will Hughes, plays CM, centre-back and right mid. I'm guessing that's right mid. I just don't know if he's... I don't think he's going to be a decent player for us, realistically, when I look at it. Mason Thomas as well. I think we'll see how that overall goes, guys. I think that's what we have to do. We have to wait to see how they develop and see if they get any better. They may well get worse and be closer to their bottom end of their rating more than their top end. But let's go and advance all the way to the match day against PEC Zwolle. And let's see what goes down. So we've had some emails in, so let's quickly read through these. So... an offer come back from Poland, they took it back. We're not on track. We constantly get this because we're not bringing youngsters into the team, and that's what Ajax do best, but let's not worry about it. And Lamperu also wants to go in the transfer window. Look, Lamperu, we are 23 games in. 23 wins. We have a goal difference of 65. In the next episode, we're going to play our 24th game. After that game, if we win it, we then only have 10 games to go until we can potentially play 34 games, play a full season in the Eredivisie, and win every single game. So I am not risking putting you in the team when we have the big man Onana, who's pulling off some incredible saves recently. The best thing we probably can do is play him in the Orangey Beek, but right now we're also trying to win that. But that is going to do it for today's episode, guys. If you have enjoyed it, please do give it a big thumbs up for me. Don't forget to drop your comments down below. If you're new around here, click that subscribe button. Don't forget to share this video with your friends and family. And I've been MassiveBrad. Peace out.